Hello guys, what's been going up to? And today we're going to review and put theories towards the series finale. I also did a theory on how Bradley Walsh could get killed off. Go check that video out. It's kind of still relevant. And yeah, check out my review of episode 9. There's a little 2-minute thing talking about thank you for subscribing, because there was a lot of new subscribers. But after this 2 minutes, I start talking about the episode. So check my series episode 9 review. Anyway, let's get into my theories on the series trailer that we just got and what series 12 episode 10 can give us. Anyway, I'm going to play the trailer, stop bits and talk about certain bits, and then add theories in as well.
Welcome my word, Doctor, and despair.
So obviously the Master is gloating and his achievement of destroying Gallifrey, and what could make him this angry. Maybe that it's about the regeneration that everyone's talking about, you know. Time Lords got regeneration by some horrific, dangerous sort of way. Also, my little theory is, from episode 9, we have basically these people, this old man, that's never looked like that before. That's what he said. I think he could be a Time Lord. And I've got an image on the screen of a leaked pic from Mandic Girls, Yaz, who plays Yaz. She put on her Instagram this pic. It should be up the screen, hopefully. And yeah, basically that's Gallifrey. They're on Gallifrey. They were going to head to Gallifrey, but maybe even more so now. They could be Time Lords that escaped Master's thing, but they didn't get that far. If it was just a portal, a couple of feet from the portal. But yeah, but then again, the old man was sending people there. So people are getting sent to Gallifrey in a way. Or is it just sent to all different places across the universe and Gallifrey just happened to be there? Either way, I do think the people we've been travelling, hanging around with are Time Lords. And yeah, let's get into the next bit.
Don't stand a chance here, we're stuck on the ship.
Somehow, obviously, the people survived from the Sidemen coming towards them. I guess they just ran. Or did they not have any place to run? My other guess is the TARDIS could have landed and saved them all, which is quite a Rira song sort of thing to do. River gets trapped and then she gets helped. They could do that with Graham and Yaz and
Stats of Cybermen. You told me before that everything you knew was a lie.
We're still, when he's saying everything I told you before, everything you think you know is a lie. We're on Earth. We're not on Gallifrey there, because there's like villages and stuff like that. So it's interesting that we've just left Gallifrey in a way, but then the Sidemen are heading towards Gallifrey, so we might have to go back at the end. We're having a confrontation. We're finally going to reveal. But also, I think Ruth is the Timeless Child. I still think that is possible. 13 had visions of this little girl, and it looks exactly like Ruth, and it could be Ruth in a way. And if that is so, Ruth is still the Doctor, and we're going to find out before she was William Hartnell how this came to be, whether she was working for the Time Lords, and then she left the Time Lords, and then the Time Lords got angry, so they sent the Shadoon after her to execute her and all that sort of jazz. But yeah, I just think this is interesting now. We're gonna find, and I've heard reports that the Timeless Child will get revealed in sort of way, and plus Timeless Children is the title, leading in. I think it's not just a Ruth. I think there's going to be another version of the Master, or is he the version of the Master that is the Timeless Child? Who knows?
Now you get to face the truth. You're a pacifist tomorrow. Today, you have to survive.
So the old man's just telling Graham to run. Obviously, they've made it as well. The Master hasn't killed anyone at this point, which he's done before with Michelle Gomez. I love that the Cybermen are going to Gallifrey. Literally, that is amazing, because there's Titan Comics that done a Gallifrey and the Time Lords, and Rassilon got kicked out by the 12th Doctor in Hellbent. And Rassilon got with the Sidemen, helped the Sidemen, and they come upgrading Gallifrey and flying towards and stuff like that, and that was such an amazing thing. So now I'm going to get references. They wouldn't give references to Titan Comics, but like It's kind of like, oh, we've done this before because of Titan Comics in a way, which I can't wait for the Cybermen. But I also think the Cybermen did destroy Gallifrey. The Masters worked the Cybermen so many times, and the Master couldn't destroy Gallifrey on his own. And I've mentioned this in how the Master destroyed Gallifrey theory at the very start with Spyfall. I did a theory video on that. If you want more detail, check that out. But yeah, there's so many like elements in this that we've got to have answers to. You know, we've got to have answers. You know, I might just do a video on what the series needs to answer next time. I might do a video on that. To be fair, there's so many so many things we need to answer before the end. But yeah, I may do a video on that.
Brace yourself.
It looked like we're the Master saying brace yourself, and he looks all ragged and stuff like that. So this is obviously later on in the story, or in a vision of some sort. And yeah, just telling the Doctor to brace herself, and we all need to brace ourselves because we're going to find out about the Time Child. I don't think we'll find out everything because it'll lead into Series 13, and I think they should do that. But we're going to learn a lot more, which is interesting. And if they do reveal everything, then we've got to find out how the Master destroyed Gallifrey, and hopefully how the Doctor can stop that. Make it all timey-wimey. I mean, we've done it before. I've got a cold, sorry if I was speaking weirdly. We've done that before in the Day of the Doctor. Yeah. And also, I think Graham is hitting it on with that other person, so I think they will get along well, but I think she will die at the end. Yaz is starting to act like she's in control and stuff. I think that may be her downfall. Another theory would be Graham and Yaz die, and Ryan travels with the Doctor for one more episode in the Dalek story in New Year's Day or Christmas special, and he's had enough. It doesn't feel the same. We see that scenario play out in the New Year's Day special where it's not the same about Yaz and Graham, and he was thinking about going anyway. So then he leaves on his own to depart, and Yaz and Graham die, leaving the Doctor in Series 13 on her own. That'd be interesting. Yeah, the Doctor in this, I think is going to have find out who she is in a way with her past self, and we're going to learn a bit about the Time Child. But I don't want the Cybermen to just take a back seat, and I think they will. That's my prediction. Cybermen will take a back seat and will try and upgrade and do their stuff and try and get to Gallifrey, and I think they'll be defeated like that. I think the Master and the Doctor, that's all that's focusing on the story now. And maybe see a few Time Lords. I don't think we'll see Rassilon. And if we do, we do. And I'll be excited about that. But I don't think it'll be the same actor who plays Rassilon. And yeah, that's my opinion. That's my thoughts. That's my little thing on the trailer. I may do another video in a couple of days' time talking about, or maybe tomorrow, about, depending how well this video does, if it does well and we get to 60 likes within 2 days, we get 60 likes within 2 days, I will do a video on what Series 12 needs to answer, what questions. But also, I'm going to Comic-Con, and I'm going to do a video on that on Saturday, and I'm also doing a Sunday video on my review of episode 10. And then after that, I'm going to try and do a video on my thoughts on Series 12 and ranking them all out of 10 and getting a full clarification on where Series 12 will go. And then I'm going to do best possible series and worst possible series. I'm really ill, sorry. I'm going to do best possible and worst possible series, which the Who Addicts have done. And I've got permission off them. I've got a screenshot to prove it. I asked them in the comments, could I do this video? And they're like, yeah, sure, and all that. So I'm going to do that eventually. But I am moving out as well, so I might do a flat tour, room tour with all my Doctor Who stuff in, because why not? And I'm moving out, so that means I will have a week off or 2 weeks trying to set in and stuff, depending if that's next week or the week after. So there is going to be a little gap for my content for a week or two. But other than that, we've got plenty of load of videos to full force and focus on, and top 10s and rankings and stuff like that. I'm going Comic-Con in April, I'm going Comic-Con in the summer, so I'm going to do videos on that as well. So yeah, check out my review of episode 9, check out my review of how Grail could die, and stick around for my review of the Comic-Con and a review of episode 10. And of course, if you can get this video to 60 likes, I will do what the series needs to answer, what questions what have we left with what needs resolving. Anyway, like, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for my next video. You've been watching Go Doctor Who.